Hello everyone, it's me again. I just wanted to show some things that I've been working on. Of course, I already showed you all these, but I've gotten more done. And I've got to watch my camera because the setup that I have, this little camera tripod wants to tilt on me. But the little bitty mini skeins, this is what I was talking about. You know, this is a full skein. And I got 3 of these to go around and for the border. And then I'm going to use some of the colors that I used in this into the border as well. So what I have left of the colors that I'm choosing for this project. Again, this is a tutorial. I put it in the link from Crochet with Tiffany. I put it in the link of the last video, but this is where I've gotten, and I absolutely love this. I'm calling this eggplant. I don't know. I'm sure they have a different word, but that's the only one that I've gotten the ends or the tails sewn in. So I have 2 of those, 2 in this yellow mustardy color. Now I gotta look at my thing, make sure it's not, yeah, it's still there. 2 of those, 2 of these, 1 of these, and I'm almost finished with another one of these. But it's not taken. For some reason, I got 2 out of 1 skein on the first one. And the second color, I don't know if it had less on it or if there was a difference in my tension. I can't tell it. I can't tell there's a difference in my tension because the sizes are the same, so I don't know. But that is so cute. I'm sorry. I just think that's adorable. But that's the difference. So if you got one of these and you're going to pay a lot more to make however many of those, it just economically, and I didn't even know, it just doesn't make sense. I didn't even know they made the little bitty mini skeins. But look at that, mommy, baby. Okay, I'm amused by very different things. And then, I gotta check my camera again. Yeah, it hasn't fallen backwards. So, I told you all that I had started a poncho. This is a tutorial by Babycrochet Crystal. This is that Red Heart artist print that I absolutely loved the colors because I love fall colors and stuff like that. But it's very coarse. So I had started making an afghan, and for afghan purposes, I'm like, that's too scratchy. But I figured for a poncho, this is done in the herringbone, double herringbone stitch. For a poncho, you know, it's not right up against your body. Hopefully you're not running around just wearing a poncho because that would be very itchy and kind of just wrong. But yeah, so I've started this, and again, this is a tutorial by Babycrochet. She has taught me so much. I love her. I wish I could make my own. I have so many ideas in my head of what I want something to look like, and then I'm like, how do I make this be? So I'm starting to branch out and try things, you know, because my brain just goes 900 miles an hour, and I'm like, ooh, I want to make it, I want to make this design. So I'm trying to learn how to put what's in my brain and figure out how to do my own. Because like I would not show myself doing these because they're someone else's. I'll show, you know, the finished product and link the person and give them, you know, obviously the credit go there because this is awesome. This is something that, oh, man, I can't wait for grandbabies, in case anyone hasn't heard me say 100,000 times I can't wait for grandbabies. Did I mention I can't wait for grandbabies? I made this. This is Macy and Ruth, but I love this. The worst part of it, I gotta make sure my thing isn't falling backwards. Nope. The worst part of it was, because I was just amazed that I could do this. I'm a very visual learner, but the hardest part was seaming these together. It tested every bit of, and I almost just gave up and was like, okay, I'm just going to do it a different way. But I stuck it out. You know, and it's not as big as your typical, because it's a baby blanket, and it's got little teddy bears on it. There I go, talking baby talk. It's like how I talk to my dog. She probably doesn't really know what her name is, because her name is Coco and I call her Toto. And today is her birthday. She's 6. She's a little Pomeranian, and she went and got groomed yesterday, and we all have to tell her how beautiful. I mean, she literally expects it. The whole house, you know, my husband and my son, they have to let her know how beautiful she is when she comes back from the groomer. And the groomer got bit by another dog. She sent me a picture. She was like, I'm running a little bit late. I got bit. And I'm like, Coco didn't bite you, did she? She was like, no. And then she showed me a picture. Oh, it was a bulldog that bit her. Anyway, see? Squirrel. I'm all over the place. But I was like, well, I'll come get, if you haven't started, Coco, I'll just come get her. You don't need to be. And she was like, no, I've already started and I'm almost finished. But I told Coco she may have to be, you know, a witness, get called, subpoenaed, all that stuff. And I'll get her ready. But no, this is Macy and Ruth. And then the border. Oh, I love this border. Because, see, I have a problem with borders. If I'm just left to my own, like if someone just shows you the stitch tutorial and they tell you, okay, usually they'll say this is going to start with a multiple of such and such. And you just determine how much you want it to be, how big you want it to be. I'll either make it too long or too wide, not long enough. I don't know. So they have to give me very specific instructions. And this lady, oh, you know, it got to the point where I could quit watching her. I knew what I was doing and blah, blah, blah. But I thought this border was beautiful. That's another thing I have problems with. So if an Afghan tutorial tells me, or a stitch tutorial tells me, if you want to make a blanket, blah, 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 it'll end up jacked up. If I have a tutorial that will show me the entire thing, I mean, they don't show the entire thing, but, you know, they don't just leave you to your own, you know, they're like, okay, chain this many, instead of telling me a multiple of 4 plus 2 or 5 plus. I have to know the instructions, or I just get carried away and it ends up an odd shape. But I love this. And again, I got stuff to make a blue one. Apparently I got way too much. I was thinking adult size Afghans. And then on the back, you can see some of the black where you sew on the eyes. My grandbaby's not going to look on the back. I'm just going to tell him, don't look on the back. But see the little ears? Aren't they cute? Oh, okay. All right, enough of that. I have enough to make a blue one. I don't know if I want to put theirs on it or if I want to put something else. Let me check my thing. Am I still in the right? Okay, yeah, because my camera will. This little tripod I have for my camera is not the greatest, apparently. And when I did my crafting videos, I was using my webcam, and I had it set up where, you know, basically all you see when somebody does a craft video is them doing their thing, you know, with their hands. But I got the native order. Now, I just took a shower, and what I'm using now is White Lily and Lilac, I think is the body wash that I have. And the shampoo that I have right now, because it was the only thing our Walmart had, is cucumber and mint, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to double check that. But I had ordered my son some of the Dr. Squatch. That name just sounds so wrong to me. I'm like, you know, but they're woodsy natural soaps, and they are actually more higher rating on all of the, you know, stuff that's in them than native. But native is very good. Let me see. The only thing in here that I have not used of theirs is their face stuff. I have not used that, but I've been out of vitamin C serum. Oh, I just ran out. But this is a citrus and bergamot sulfur. Where are my glasses? My eyesight can't be corrected because of MS with glasses, but as far as reading, I use the cheaters. Citrus and bergamot, sulfate free, paraben free. You know, and of course this is in a plastic container. I know there's some skincare or body washes and stuff out there that come in, like you can order them and you can get refills and stuff like that. But this is their brightening facial cleanser, thoughtfully made with 11 ingredients. Now, I have not used this, so when I do, I'll let you all know. It just says lather, rinse, and smile. Cleanse, boost, moisturize. And it's made with love. See, it's got a little heart. Yeah, they go through this whole thing. It's kind of funny when you place your order. They send you this big old long thing that says, we were so excited to get your order. And once we, you know, it's like blah, blah, blah. Amy placed an order. And then after our celebration, you know, it's like, okay, just process it and send it. That'll work. So then this is their vitamin C and vitamin B3. I'm 55. My skin has changed. And as I had mentioned before, I normally used Aveda. I don't even know how to say it. But I had used that on my face for many, many, many years. Like 30, probably. And then my face has changed, and I still won't get a facial because I don't want anybody in my personal space that close just yet. I don't know. You can't get a facial with a mask on, so. And then the fact that I have MS, and I have to be kind of careful, you know. But after my last MS medication that I tried, it's almost like that Joan Osborne song, sometimes the cure, which it isn't a cure, is worse than the disease, trust me. But my hair started coming out, so I'm using, I use the native, but then I also have something called, it's a kale superfoods shampoo and conditioner and mask that I'll use. Also, it's helped a lot, so I'm using the native. I kind of alternate, but it did a number on so many things. I had to end up getting 2 breast biopsies, just all kinds of things. So my doctor that I have now, he told me that he will respect if I don't want to get the treatments, because there's really no proof that the treatments will help you in the long run. So he said he wouldn't chart me non-compliant, because my last one, when I insisted on coming off that other one, he charted me non-compliant, and I'm like, I've been non-compliant my whole life. Okay, so this is vitamin C and vitamin B3 brightening facial serum. And then I got this sensitive aloe and vitamin B3 fragrance-free, paraben-free, sensitive facial moisturizer. I now wish I had have gotten the sensitive, because I do have sensitive skin. Okay, so this, like I said, I've used their shampoo before. I'm using it now. But this is a scent that they don't always carry. Now I need to check my thing. Yeah. This is sweet peach and nectar. So every so often they'll have like specialty scents on their website. Not like if you go to a Walmart that's now finally carrying some of them, but not a whole lot of scents. So I got this and the moisturizing conditioner and moisturizing shampoo. And my son's getting ready to move away for college. He did part of it while he was in high school. Plus, with the pandemic going on, he did some about an hour away from here, and now he's going somewhere else to finish up. So I got this for me. It is sensitive, aluminum free, baking soda free deodorant. Now they do make this one, the deodorants, in a cardboard container. It's more expensive. I don't get that. It would seem to me like it would cost more to make plastic. I don't know. But it's sandalwood and shea butter, because I'm about like my son. I like more woodsy. I love patchouli. I used to purchase patchouli soap from Herbaria online all the time, or anytime we went out of town, and I'd always go into a handcrafted soap shop and purchase anything patchouli. And then this is the sandalwood and shea butter. Now I have not gotten this scent because, like I said, the stores that carry it, they just offer a whole lot more online. Ooh, it smells good. It's not, overpowering or anything like that. And then for my son, of course, I've already gotten him the Dr. Squatch. He uses the sea salt and cedar in this. But his favorite, we've gotten him the Dr. Squatch deodorant. I have to get it through Amazon. We've gotten the deodorant in the Dr. Squatch and the Native, but he prefers one, it's called Brava or something, because he works out, he golfs, he does everything under the sun. So, and I already know what the sea salt and cedar smells like, because that's what he uses. Now the Dr. Squatch is in, what he has is in bar form, and they do smell good. They're like, I can't remember the names of them, but, and then what is this? Oh, I got him two of the sea salt and cedar. So, sulfate free, paraben free, dye free, whatever that word is, free. I try to do, because what you put on your body, it's like what you put in your body. I try to do organic, steroid-free, hormone-free, chicken foods and stuff like that. And at first I thought, and even my husband thought, he was like, oh, it's just a gimmick. But you can tell the difference. I mean, my grandparents were farmers, and the things they're putting in chickens, obviously for mass production because of the population, it's just making those things, you know, they're huge. I know what a chicken size should be. And so when I first started purchasing those, when they became available, you could tell the difference, not only in the taste and the texture, but also in the size. You know, it's not this big, huge chicken. It's a normal size chicken. So my husband thought that I was being scammed, and I'm like, no, it's just like if you buy a high-fat ground beef, yeah, it's cheaper, but the majority of it is, what do you call it, fat. So all of these combined, if you place the order for the first time, they'll give you a code for, I can't remember how much it was, and this doesn't say. I'd have to look at my email, and it's on my phone if I haven't already deleted it. But all this totaled $100. So there's 10 products, so that's about $10 each, and they're huge. I mean, you can't even buy Dove. Like, say you went to buy Dove body wash. Anymore, that's going to be, I don't even know. But, you know, cruelty-free, not tested on animals and all of that stuff. Yes, I'll go this route, and have gone, you know, the natural route for, oh my goodness, well, there it is. I had gotten this handcrafted rosemary and lavender soap. Oh Lord, I wonder how long it's been sitting in here. Where did I get this from? I think I got this from Grove. That's another company I like, Grove Collaborative, for natural cleaning products and stuff. But I've made my own soaps and stuff before, and I like it. It's kind of, this one's lavender. But I love patchouli, but it makes my husband sneeze. My husband sneezes at so much, it's not even funny. So, you know, but the, through Grove, I think through Grove, you might be able to get the Eco Nuts. They're natural soap berries, I believe, from, I don't even know, so I'm not gonna lie. But you put them in this little muslin bag, like 4 or 5, and you throw them in the wash. And people think a whole lot of suds is what cleanses, but it's not. It's the agitation. So you can tell, like the first time I used them, I put my husband's, because he gets really dirty with work. You could see the dirt. Not a lot of suds, but they came out so clean. And then you can either take that and throw it in the little bag in the dryer and dry them as well. I use those dryer balls, those wool balls, but they last for, like, you can get up to 5 or 10 when they start to disintegrate. If you don't put it in the dryer, you just hang the little bag up for them to dry completely. But once they start to disintegrate is when you throw them away. And they come in a little recyclable, is that the right word? Recycled box. So everything about that is 100% natural. like that. And then with Grove, you get the cleaning products in a concentrate, and you put them in glass containers that you then, you know, fill with water, and they smell really nice. They cleanse, clean. They have a really nice, one of the best window cleaners ever, as far as I'm concerned. So, and then if I don't use that as far as cleaning the house, I use like Method or something like that. Because I'm not signed up for Grove. I'll order from them, but I don't order from them all the time. So anyway, I've gone on a tangent there. But I highly recommend this, and you can't beat the price, honestly. And as far as I know, it hasn't changed. I can't remember now how much. I'm wanting to, like I said, the average of this was like $10 per item, but I know some were more. Like this was, I believe, 20, and something was 13. The deodorant might be what's 13. But then if you get the coupon code for your first order, you just can't go wrong, in my opinion. So I just wanted to share that with you all and show you what I'm working on. And that's not all I'm working on, but I'm trying to get my ideas out of my head into a pattern. And I'm trying to learn how to do that. So and I'll start making crafts here again before long. I'll start making fall crafts, and then I will have to use the webcam and run it through our internet. So hopefully we will have fiber optics by then. They keep promising us, so I keep hoping we get that little thing on our door that says, yay, you can get fiber optics now, because the struggles are real. And we live in town. When we lived at the lake, we had HughesNet. It was satellite. And had we not moved back to town, our son wouldn't have been able to have completed high school, because everything was online. And even though the internet here is better than, it's the best we can get here, but now they started with the fiber optics right after we moved from the lake. It's like they started putting it in there, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So it's kind of backwards, but they were in AT&T territory here in town. So now they're putting it in, and I'll be so excited when we get it. So you all have a good day, and I won't bug you all for a while, but leave me a comment and let me know if y'all have ever tried this. And like I said, if you go to their website and order it there, sign in. You can sign up for a subscription to like have it automatically sent, and you save more by that way or something, but you don't have to. So don't think by signing up that you're signing up for a subscription to it. It just gives you a code, and then you can get so much off. So you all have a good day. It's beautiful here. Not too hot, but I will see you all in the next video.